Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. If you're building or scaling SaaS business, you've probably encountered the challenge of aligning your technical strategy with your go-to-market efforts. I think it's a common pain point that can slow down growth. And today we're going to dive into two leading AWS partners, AllCloud and Tackle. We're bridging this gap with a comprehensive solution designed to accelerate both your technical progress and revenue growth. But before we get started and before we get into this, let me introduce myself and the panel here. So I'm Oded Rosenman. I'm a global lead for SaaS at AWS, and I'm part of the SaaS Factory team. We work with organizations who are building and delivering SaaS solutions on AWS. And not too while ago, we've launched the AWS Marketplace List and Sell program, which is tailored specifically for organizations that leverage support from qualified AWS partners to build, market, and sell SaaS offerings on AWS Marketplace. And we've seen great success with hundreds of ISVs listing on Marketplace and creating a new revenue stream for their businesses. And AllCloud and Tackle have been key partners in driving this successful outcome. So I'm excited to have both AllCloud and Tackle with us today. Brian, why don't you start and introduce yourself and Tackle, and then we'll hear from Doug.
Fantastic. Hey, everybody. How are you doing? My name is Brian Denker. I'm one of the co-founders and head of partnerships here at Tackle.io. Tackle's been aligned with AWS for a long time, since 2016. We were part of the SaaS beta program right after that and really kind of created the industry around cloud go-to-market. It's super exciting to be part of this. We've got about 500 customers. We're going to drive almost $8 billion in marketplace revenue through the Tackle platform this year. It's just really exciting to see the growth and modernization of this whole system, right? So Tackle's a well-funded company backed by Andreessen, Bessemer, Coatue, 150 companies, fully remote in United States and Canada. So we're excited to be part of this and share some stuff.
Awesome. And my name's Doug Shepard. I'm the president of AllCloud. AllCloud is an AWS premier partner, as well as being an audited MSP. We've been in business going back to 2012. We've helped hundreds of companies build their applications in AWS. We've got a dedicated team of both infrastructure specialists, but also data and AI experts who bring AI not only to the solutions that we're developing for them, but also helping their customers bring AI into the SaaS solutions they're actually deploying through Tackle onto the AWS Marketplace.
Awesome. Thank you both. And I'm super privileged to have the opportunity to work with both of you. So great to have you both. And, I want to start with kind of, from my experience, many organizations that are building SaaS often struggle to scale due to misalignment between the tech and the go-to-market teams. I think these silos can slow growth, making it hard to meet customer demand and drive adoption, which is a thing that we see with many SaaS providers. Bridging this gap is a key to unlocking revenue and ensuring success. So, Doug, can you maybe speak to the collaboration created between AllCloud and Tackle and how you're solving this gap through the full end-to-end offering?
Yeah, we couldn't be more excited to be partnering with Tackle across this initiative, right? 'Cause what we typically find with clients is we're working with customers to not only build out first a roadmap of their future application so they can SaaSify their application, but also how to generate revenue. We introduced AWS Marketplace typically early in those conversations, and the challenge they had then was how do they actually generate revenue from the applications, and Tackle is an important bridge to be able to go now allow organizations to be able to get revenue through the marketplace of AWS. They've been a significant value add. Conversely, from the other side, Tackle encounters organizations who are trying to figure out how to actually build their applications onto the AWS marketplace correctly. And we can help out with those conversations as well. So it's been a great partnership, and we collaborate together to build out what was our all-cloud SaaS readiness, as well as Tackle's AWS marketplace assessment, to allow ISVs to smoothly go from modernization to revenue as quickly as possible.
Awesome. Yeah, and it's great to see the complementary offerings from both companies. Brian, I would love to hear maybe your thoughts as well here.
Yeah, it is really cool. When we kind of connected with AllCloud, a couple quarters ago, we immediately realized that there was a lot of synergy here. They were taking these, software products, and they were modernizing them, bringing them into the SaaS world, and working a lot with the engineering teams and building that. And it became kind of apparent that these organizations didn't really know how to bring it to market, right? They were modernizing the software stack, but they weren't sure how to bring it to market. And that's kind of a chasm, because you're doing a lot of this work with the engineering teams and the CTO, and AWS and the cloud. It's like, well, how do we actually bring that to market? And so Tackle kind of aligning with with AllCloud to be able to do that has been really cool. We've seen that kind of, more and more companies get excited when they realize that they can actually start to sell this in a more efficient way. And marketplace is clearly the driving force. The massive growth, the 100% plus year-over-year growth in marketplace, seeing that kind of happen, it's people are realizing, like, this is the modern way to sell software. And I need to SaaSify my products. I need to move into a more dynamic environment, and I need to be able to have a modern way to go to market. The modern way to go to market is through marketplace. And so just bringing AllCloud and Tackle together with a mutual offering, we actually have a mutual offering on AWS Marketplace, which is super exciting. It allows folks to actually collaborate and do that, and make a seamless process all the way through the modernization stack.
Awesome. And I think it's really essential for organizations to looking for successfully leveraging kind of AWS Marketplace and create a new revenue stream for their businesses. So what you're saying is absolutely critical. And Brian, did you get any early feedback from ISVs or other customers about this offering?
Yeah, we have. We've actually done some really cool joint marketing with AllCloud. They've got a lot of reach. They're working. What's really cool about working with AllCloud is we're kind of talking to different parts of the organization. So it's really great. AllCloud is working with the engineering and the technical side, and they're really helping build that. And we're talking to the CRO and the RevOps teams and the sales stack. And those teams don't always work together in a company. And so the offering that we're pulling together has been really exciting as we're pulling that together. And the glue that we're using is Tackle's maturity assessment that aligns with AllCloud's assessment, right? So they're doing the technical work, and they have the resources to SaaSify. We have the platform that I can actually sell the products and modernize the marketplace. But really, the glue, I think, is the assessment and maturity. And it's like, it allows them, as ISVs, we're seeing that they can create a strategic plan, and they can understand, this is how I'm going to actually go from A to B and walk my way up. It's not, everybody says, I want to be this great, SaaS company selling hundreds of millions of dollars in marketplace. Well, you just don't go from, 0 to 100, right? You've got to walk your way through the steps. And so creating a plan, we have a maturity assessment that takes you through 4 levels, which is kind of like 0 to 1 and 1 to 10 and 10 to 100 and then 100 and beyond. And those are specific steps, and what do you do to do those? And AllCloud, reciprocates with the same kind of assessment as they move their product through. And Doug will chat a little about that. But the synergy between AllCloud and Tackle and what we're providing is really powerful, right? And it's exciting to see some ISVs. We're getting a lot of interest, and we're excited to be taking a few of these deals through AWS Marketplace as well. So.
Great. And it's great to hear that just within a short period of time, it created so much interest. Doug, could you maybe help us thinking about this offering? Like, when should we think about this offering, and who should be thinking about this? Can you help us kind of map the target audience?
Yeah, I'm biased, but I would say that any organization, any organization with a B2B SaaS solution should be considering this offering. And when I think the earlier they start thinking about it, the better, right? They should start planning about how they'll be incorporating AWS Marketplace into the revenue generation models, and they would be better off for it, right? As an interesting note, not only should ISVs potentially be considering it, but we've actually had some early success with consumer good and manufacturing organizations that have B2B offerings inside their suite of services, and they've been able to SaaSify those as well. And so it's the target marketplace is broad. For organizations who are looking to sell their SaaS solutions via B2B, and I encourage them to look at this earlier than later, because this is becoming the trend in which organizations are successfully marketing their products.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I think it's never too early to think about SaaS and marketplace, and we often see organizations that approach the SaaS transition from a technical lens and postponing the go-to-market and marketplace discussions, which ultimately kind of delays their growth. So this offering can help them address key areas early on to ensure a smoother and more aligned path to success. So awesome to see this, and it was great having you on, Brian, Doug. Thank you for sharing your insights today. And to everyone watching, when you think about SaaS and go-to-market with AWS Marketplace, think AllCloud-Tackle end-to-end offering. Be sure to check out their assessment. The link is in the description below. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.